Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. Today, I'm going to be reacting to the last 6 months of 2025. And I say last 6 months because I kind of been watching this video and I forgot to click record. So we're going to start off from July to December, basically going over like a little recap of the year. And we can all agree that this year, 2025, was the worst year ever. Definitely the worst year out of the whole 2020s, you know?
AKA Sean Dickie Combs, as his trial officially wrapped up and we're all expecting justice to
Anyways.
be served. How many years we were thinking? At minimum 10 for the freak-offs alone. A maximum death penalty for this haircut. And he got a heart-wrenching, jaw-dropping total sentence of 4 years. What good
Bro,
behavior for real.
yo, this picture of Diddy, bro. Yo, who drew this picture, bro? This is like an actual picture or some troll made it. Cause this picture's
sentence of 4 years. With good behavior for real, that's like 3 years. Man, the rich really get away with anything in this country. He got convicted of 2 of the 5 counts that were originally put in, with one of the biggest ones, racketeering, being not guilty. Trump signs in the Big Beautiful Bill, one of the most controversial bills in US history. The Department of Justice announces their conclusion of the Epstein files and case, stating that there's no client list and there's no evidence.
Bro, when the list dropped, bro, and like I think it dropped like when the list dropped like a few weeks ago, was it like 2 weeks ago, bro? The first person on the list I see is Michael Jackson, bro. They legit try to make this man look like a bad, bro, because he's took a picture of Epstein, not knowing the whole concept that was the only time Epstein and Michael Jackson met, was when I think Michael Jackson was trying to get a property or something, and that's when they met, and that's when they took the picture. They legit pushed that, like the whole list. That was like the first thing I saw.
Blackmailed people, said like a person who got blackmailed. And they also confirmed that Epstein ended himself in that cell. The internet's reaction was exactly how you'd expect, and Trump hit his classic be fake demons pose. The Epstein list didn't matter. It was only a part of his whole administration's campaign before getting in. And their whole interview after was absolutely embarrassing.
You said Jeffrey Epstein committed. People don't believe it.
Well, I mean, listen, they have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, who's been in that prison system,
I'm gonna be honest, I cannot believe this guy is like the big man in the FBI, bro. I just can't believe it, bro. I can't believe he's in charge of the FBI.
Who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, who's been in segregated housing. You know when you see one, and that's what that was.
Self. You want me to? I've seen the whole file.
To my friend Jeffrey Epstein. Rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
Valhalla, bro.
These 2 guys were screaming for years that he didn't end himself and the list was real, but this was also the first time we've actually seen the whole MAGA movement
what?
end himself and the list was real.
So wait. So he didn't end. Yo, I'm gonna be honest. The whole thing, bro, of him ending himself, bro, is hella fishy, bro. It's extremely fishy. Especially when like the tapes for that specific time period of when he hanged himself was suddenly like cut off, bro. Come on now. Like it doesn't take 2 and 2 to put in the dots.
MAGA movement kind of fragment. And after this, things slowly started to split Trump from his base. A South Korean soldier breaks the world record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours.
Damn.
11,707 reps. Scarlett Johansson becomes the highest grossing actor of all time. Her movies have earned over $15 billion worldwide, with a major part coming from Marvel. It's a hack to be a character that's always in every Avengers movie that you know is gonna do good. She also debuted in Jurassic World Rebirth, which did really good in the box office. The video becomes the first company ever to reach a $4 trillion market cap, which is crazy because in 2023 they hit $1 trillion for the first time. But you know, some out there making
$4 trillion
so let them hit 10
in
trillion.
2 years, bro.
20 trillion, as a matter of fact, and don't tax them a piece. That's what the founders would have wanted. The Superman movie releases, having the best opening.
I still haven't
for
seen this
any
movie at
Superman
all.
movie at $217 million
I definitely didn't see
globally.
it.
It also is the highest grossing superhero movie of the year, and well deserved because it was good. The UK government
But-
announces its plans
but
to lower the voting age from 18 to 16.
The anime movie, the Demon Slayer movie came out, and it overthrew
China
the amount of
Western disease.
money
Good
it
luck to the
made
Chinese soldiers out there that can't get their goods.
compared to
Must be
Superman.
rough. Ozzy Osbourne, one of the most iconic rock stars, dies at the age
And
of
Fantastic
66
Four.
from
It beat
a heart attack.
Fantastic
The
Four
T
and
app, an
Superman.
app that was growing in popularity through the span of 2025, which involved women posting pictures of men they may know or have
Bro, I didn't even know this existed until like the whole like data breach happened with this. Bro, it was supposed to be like an app, right, for like women to like, I know, to protect themselves against men, basically, like weird men, because there's a bunch of weirdos out there. But it just turned out to a whole gossiping thing, bro. And there was group chats. There was legit gossips of men like, oh my god, he has the smallest. He has the biggest. Oh, he's a cheater. Like, you know how girls are when they gossip. It was just basically just a gossip thing, bro. And it was so funny because I think the whole chat logs and the personal information got leaked by hackers.
And asking other women on the app any of their red flags. Even though the purpose of the app was supposed to be for women's safety and making them feel more safe going on dates, it was mainly just used for bullying dudes and making up lies about them. Got all of its database breached and exposed 72,000 women's
I
information.
wonder if anyone
some of it
actually
being
still
their
uses
faces.
that.
And man, oh man, some of these women
We're not in the position to be judging others.
you'd have a Hulk Hogan looking girl saying Michael B. Jordan was chopped. The hack was also
Bro, it
funny
always
because
be like the
whole
most
database
chopped
for the
girls
app was
be hating on
completely
guys
open.
who
All the
actually
hackers
like,
did was go into their public
like,
cloud
come on,
and
Michael
take
B.
everything.
Jordan
Imagine if
chopped.
you were someone who spent
What
money
are
on
you
this
even
app
saying
thinking
now?
it was safe just for everyone to be laughing at your face on the internet. Memes of this month were things like Jet 2 Holiday, I Can't Prove It, and Labubu Matcha Dubai Chocolate. August 2025. A child set
The
a record for
matcha
being
shit
born
was
from an embryo
so
created in
matcha's
1994.
disgusting.
Meaning technically if they were born then, they would be around 31 years old now. Buddy must have been living it up, swimming in a pool and chilling while the world burns down. If only this could have been all of us and we could pick a date when we wanted to leave. Roblox versus Schlep. Roblox banned a YouTuber Schlep whose videos was focused around catching predators and turning them over to the proper authorities. He was also good at it, managing to get 6 people arrested. They banned him saying what he was doing violated their terms of service and said it undermined their safety efforts.
Bro,
even though he
this
was
whole like catching a predator thing, it is a W, bro. Like everyone's Chris Hansen now, and I fucking love it, bro. It is so tough, bro. Even the ones that be beating the shit out of predators, I know. Okay, look, I know it's bad, and that you rather should. It'd be better if you turn him into the authorities so he can actually get some jail time and actually get his actual punishment that he deserves. But beating the shit out of pedophiles, bro, is like the best thing to watch, bro. Cause these people are evil, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. Us behind the screens, that's something we want to do to these weirdos, bro. Is beat them up. So like seeing YouTubers or streamers beat them up for us, bro, it's just so satisfying. Even though it would probably be better if they just turn them into the proper authorities.
one who was literally helping with safety on the platform. It was even worse too, considering he got groomed at a young age on Roblox, and Roblox staff did nothing at the time. And after this, I don't think even he expected the firestorm that was about to erupt. Every YouTuber started covering it and learning the horrors of Roblox's moderation. All of Roblox protested in Schlepp's name and walked around with free Schlepp signs.
Bro, what
Politicians
even
started
is
stepping up for
Roblox
him
now,
and
bro?
saying Roblox
I've been
needs
seeing
to
so
set
many
safety.
videos
You
of
had
Roblox,
states
bro,
sued them
and it's
over
like
negligence of enforcing safety.
the role
And all
plays,
Roblox had to do
like
was
GTA
simply
role plays
ban him. For some
that
reason,
it used to
they
be
did
popular
not
back in
want to.
2021. That's
Like, I don't
basically
know
what
he
Roblox
did
is
to
now.
them, but it made things worse. At the peak of the drama, Roblox lost 12 billion stock value in 10
Like,
days.
there's people
The fact that some
robbing
20-year-old
stores
dude
now.
did this alone makes it peak fiction. I like when the little guy wins against a big corporation. Roblox still hasn't recovered from this, and
Is it
probably
roleplay? Is that
will
what
for
they
a
call it,
while. Every day
roleplay?
they're getting some type of new lawsuit over it. Hopefully they learn their lesson to take child safety serious. Probably not. Ronaldo proposes to his longtime
The
girlfriend
GOAT.
after a decade. Trump
The
deploys the National
GOAT.
Guard in DC over what he calls a crime emergency.
GOAT.
And it led to some pretty interesting interactions.
Tell you guys something special, real quick. Are you guys ready?
Well, we know you're filming, so if you're about to do something like off the cuff,
Wait, why was the National Guard in DC? I forgot.
Mr. Beast breaks the record for the most money raised in a live stream event, raising $12 million in 16 hours. The clips of the event was less focused on the money raised and more on how mad Mr. Beast was getting. People must have forgot they called him Mr. Beast for a reason.
Do you like Feastables?
No.
Trump and Putin met in Alaska to discuss the Ukraine war and how
The only
it
good
ended, which was
Feastable
first
is
time he talked
the-
to a president since 2021.
the
Apple, for
one with
first time,
peanut
is
butter in it.
manufacturing
That's, like,
its
the only
new
one I
iPhones
like.
in India. Either
The
China
rest are just
stepped up
mid.
their labor laws and they can't exploit them, or Indian workers are doing it for cheaper. The real loser is anybody who buys the newest iPhone every year. Cracker Barrel changed its classic logo to this modern, millennial, family-friendly design. I believe
Why,
modern
bro?
logos are the reason we all hate each
Modern
other all the
logos
time.
are
They
the
also
mo-
changed
is
the
like,
whole restaurant
nah.
aesthetic, which to me was the way worst change. It was a terrible change.
Bro, this
and
whole
I'm not sure if
modernization
companies
that's going
are
on, bro,
supposed to
it's
feel the modern
ruining
change to make it or
everything.
not. Clearly, with Cracker Barrel, they didn't, and because all of this
First
pressure
it was
came to
McDonald's,
Lil Nas X was arrested and
then-
charged with
then,
assaulting
you know, it
police
just kept
officers. He was found walking
a whole
naked
chain.
and barefoot on the
A
street.
modernization
This will be the
is so
last time
boring.
I ever care to hear about Lil Nas X. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce officially tied the knot, and Taylor Swift fans took it exactly how you would expect.
Bro, I do not get these type of fans. There's no way.
Has ever posted about Travis. This is her heart launch, 1 and 2. She's never ever said any of her songs are about anybody.
So like the Taylor Swift engagement, super shock.
Oh my god, they're official. My girl is finally happy after years and years of heartbreak and making sad music. So I'm so happy to be a Swiftie, bro. It's like, bro, come on now. Like, what are we even doing, bro? These are like 30-year-old women, bro.
shocking at first, but now that I'm like actually processing that the artist that I've
There's
known
no
for
way.
the longest in my life sat there for a moment and I was like, holy like she's engaged. Like, go girl, be happy.
You'll have to get jobs. You know, employment. What sort of crazy moon talk is he speaking?
Memes of this month were things like Clanker, Thinking Monkey, 6'7", and Performative Male. September 2025. Iceland gets ranked the most peaceful country in the world for the 18th year in a row. Considering you wake up to views like this and your country hasn't been given that good old American freedom of having all your oil siphoned, I can understand why people are happy there. The Epstein files officially released. Kinda, not really. The House Oversight Committee and the government got access to thousands of pages of the Epstein files after requesting it from Epstein's
They
estate.
edited that shit, bro. If you generally don't think they edited that shit and like deleted evidence, bro, you're just dumb.
Evil beyond belief. Saying of course he knew about the girls. Saying that Trump spent hours at his house with one of the victims. There was also people like the former president of Harvard, Larry Summers, who got exposed for joking about women in emails with him. It makes you realize that more than half these
The president of Harvard?
freaked out and weird.
That's
They
so
get too much
random.
blazing and have too much power. They feel fine doing things like this. And this was really the thing that put pressure on the politicians to release the Epstein files even more up until the signing of a bill to do it 2 months later. StreamEats, the world's largest illegal sports streaming platform, got shut down. Also notable that LeBron was watching on a tube.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with this whole like description like era that we live in, bro. You have to get a description to watch this and that, bro. I completely do not give a fuck, bro. I've been pirating since I was a kid, and I'm gonna continue to piracy, bro. Fuck that, bro. Spending money, hundreds and hundreds of dollars on millions and hundreds of different descriptions, bro. It's just nah.
Piracy for the win. Conor McGregor.
Also, bro, come on, bro. Once you take bro, the thing is, bro, you take one piracy site down, and 5 more pops up, bro. Like, come on now. Piracy, they can never stop.
Announces his official bid to run for president of Ireland. He dropped out 11 days later after none of the politicians voted for him. I think the world is done with celebrities being politicians. The method's been patched. Giorgio Armani, one of the biggest fashion designer brand
RIP,
founders, dies at the age of
RIP,
91.
bro.
Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather announced that they're fighting.
I think I have it. Hold on, I think I have an Armani cologne here. This is my favorite, bro. It's nothing special, but I really love the scent, bro. It's just good memories. I don't think this is a safe blind buy, but it's a good cologne and I love it. I just wish it lasted longer. It would have been top 5.
Contracts for spring of 2026. After the Jake Paul match, ain't no one want to see Mike Tyson in the ring again. But some sucker out there will spend $100,000 still for some floor seats to the more Epstein files, with the most incriminating one.
Wait, the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight was in August?
Ain't no one want to see Mike Tyson in the ring again. But some sucker out there will spend $100,000 still for some floor seats to the more Epstein files, with the most incriminating one being a letter Trump sent to Epstein in 2003 that stated they have things in common. And may every day
be another wonderful secret.
I don't know. I prefer to think the secret was something like they both.
Y'all think Trump will get impeached one day?
They didn't like the last Shrek
Or you
Trump
think he'll
denies it,
finish
saying
his
that
like
is the signature and then
presidency?
The Nepal government this month got completely overthrown by Gen Z protesters. And it wasn't no Gen Z 2020 BLM protest with people making TikToks thinking it was gonna have an impact. They burnt down their government buildings and the prime minister's office. It all started when the government randomly banned all major social media platforms for not registering locally. The older generation should know the one way to get Gen Z pissed and outside
It's taking away social media.
After that, they decided to march out peacefully around the Capitol and government buildings. Until the police started shooting at the protesters, then all hell broke loose. They even burned down the politicians' houses too, and after all that, the prime minister resigned and fled the country. Then the Gen Z protesters elected their next prime minister in the one way and only way they know how, Discord. And that is how their current prime minister was elected, and she is still in office with everyone happy. They even helped clean up the rubble after the overthrow, so wholesome. People after this started asking why the US Gen Z doesn't do this. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to get
Bro, if the bro, no. Like, are we generally asking these questions, bro? If the Gen Z in the US did this, bro, we all will get shot, bro. We will all get shot, bro. We'll literally have martial laws, bro, and we'll get freaking tanked, bro. Like, no, that shit would not work out.
In the sky. The US government released a video of a UFO getting hit by a missile and not budging. The quality, as you know, has to be in the worst quality possible. It wouldn't make it a real UFO video if it wasn't. Russia sends drones to Polish airspace, being the first country to get hit by Russia after the Ukraine war. Poland then sent out fighter jets to shoot them and said it was an act of aggression. Brazil's former prime minister gets sentenced to 27 years and 3 months in prison for trying to stay in power after losing his election. A body gets found in the trunk of an impounded Tesla that was registered to David. At first, it was
what happened with that?
because he had an excuse, like he was on tour and the police dismissed him.
What happened with that?
information started to
Is
come
he gonna
out,
get
and it
charged?
started to get
Or did he
creepy.
even
The
get
victim's
arrested?
mother mentioned she had a tattoo that David also had, saying that her daughter said she was in a relationship with a guy named David. Then the picture started to come out. David on FaceTime calls with her, David doing a whole Twitch stream with her, David having a song with her name in it, and that stuff started to come out in this moment. If you were a David fan, you realize that your goat is actually a monster. As of me writing this, David is still not arrested and on the loose, which means
He's
it's
still
very
not
likely
arrested? Bro, I thought he's been arrested, bro. Bro, I swear, they can have every single evidence out there. Motherfuckers will not make an arrest, bro. They will wait, bro. Like, there's no way.
Hasn't even been questioned. Rest in peace to her, and the fact that she was so young makes it so sad. Charlie Kirk, one of the biggest political commentators, gets assassinated out in public. The two reactions you had was the right stating that this was a tragedy to America, that free speech is dead. Also, Semi trying to start a civil war, which was very cringe.
It's time we rise.
Oh my god, bro. Bro, the Gen X, bro, like, oh my god, it's Gen X versus Gen Z again, bro.
Got kids to take care of or something? And the left had politicians condemn it,
And that
but
whistle,
everyone
bro,
else was
come
pretty
on,
much
bro.
making fun of it. Which only got worse as they started to glaze Charlie as some type of biblical human in the government and give him holidays. So
There was legit a church that used AI, and he was using AIs of the apostles, and then Charlie Kirk was in the middle of it. Like, bro, nah, bro. Nah, come on now. Obviously, I don't believe a man should die because he has freedom of speech. He was just voicing his opinions, and most of his views were freaking dumb. But I don't think he deserves to die. But bro, comparing him to Jesus is crazy to me.
This was plastered everywhere on memes all through the end
That
of the
is
year.
insane.
In 2026, they might still be doing it. NASA gets its strongest hint that life might be on Mars. The reason they say that was because a rock was found there that contains the same minerals that cause organic matter. All I know is the Mars aliens we do get are going to be the ugliest looking things ever. If you look at the deep sea and what those creatures look like to
What if
adapt to
they're
their environment,
baddies,
it
though?
should say enough. New Mexico becomes the first state to offer universal child care at no cost, saving families there an average of $12,000 per year for each child. Owen Cooper becomes the youngest male to win an Emmy at 15 years old. Got more motion than me
Damn.
at 15. I respect it. Selena Gomez and Benny
Okay.
Blanco get married to a huge wedding with celebrities. Bad Bunny gets announced as the halftime show performer at the Super Bowl. I don't really know much of his music. It was funny seeing all the people crash out over this.
Hey,
Bro.
you guys hear Bad Bunny is doing the NFL halftime show? Can't wait to see Ice arrest him on stage live at the halftime show.
What?
Puerto Rico is an unincorporated territory of the United States.
Oh my god, bro. Yo, people are so dumb, bro. Like, these old ass, bro, dead ass. When I was a kid, I was like, yo, always look up to, like, the older people because they know more and they're wiser. Fuck no. There's so much ignorant motherfuckers that are freaking pushing 80, bro. Like, come on now. Come on now. Bro, I was seeing posts like, oh, I gotta learn Spanish now, bro. Like, come on. It's not that serious.
Casanat becomes the first Twitch streamer to hit 1 million subs. And by Casanat, I mean me and Kai because I donated over 10,000 subs to make sure we hit the goal together. So W me and Kai. The US government shut down after Congress couldn't agree on funding for the year.
We did it!
The longest government shutdown being
We did it!
And in the end, both sides still didn't really agree, so there was no point in this whole thing. It's insane that you can work for the US government and not get
and then
paid
it
for
shut
your own
down.
work because the government is arguing. It's like your mom
That's so
and dad
stupid.
arguing as a kid, and if they don't agree, you don't get fed. Memes of this month were things like 6'7" kid, Tylenol autism, W Speed, and Michael Jordan No. October 2025. Taylor Swift releases her album The Life of a Showgirl, selling 4 million albums in the first week,
God
3.1
damn.
million being physical and digital purchases. Like her or hate her, there is no one close to her sales right now. This is also the first Taylor Swift album where I haven't seen Swifties doxing people for saying it's ass. People should have known it was gonna be ass when she had a whole song on there dedicated to her husband's meat. Whatever you do, do not listen to that song. Japan elects its first female prime minister, Sanae Takachi. Israel and Hamas agreed to the U.
Oh, shoot. My camera, and by my camera, I mean my phone is just tripping right now. But, hey, let's go
U.S.
back.
peace plan ceasefire, putting one of the most controversial wars in modern times finally to an ending. Until Israel violated it the same day it was signed. Markiplier gets married to his longtime girlfriend, Amy Nelson. Maria Corina wins the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize. The reason being her promoting democratic rights for people in Venezuela fighting against their current dictator, who was doing anything to beg the U.S. to not attack.
Don't worry, be happy.
What?
La, 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 la. Don't worry, Be happy.
Yeah, Buddy's definitely getting leveled to the ground next year. Drake's lawsuit against Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us gets dismissed in a courtroom. Imagine losing a rap battle, then losing
And
a
then
lawsuit.
losing a
Man's never gonna
lawsuit, bro.
recover. His lawyer says he plans to appeal it, but just give it up, man. We all have moved on. The country of
Bro,
Madagascar
bro. You're just gonna ruin it worse, bro. Come on. You
You
already lost the rap battle. Why make it
And
worse?
the Madagascar movie being banned in Madagascar. The president of the country decided to flee, and the lawmakers impeached him immediately. The Louvre Museum gets robbed in broad daylight, and the value of items stolen total around $100 million. The heist was straight up a GTA heist, though. You gotta respect it in a way. They had people dressed up as fake security guards to take the stuff, then escaped on a crane out the window to vanish into the sunset. They could have been known as some badass legends who hit a lick on the biggest museum ever, but all got caught in a month. Should have hit up Lester for some better escape plans. Mosquitoes get spotted for the first time in the wild in Iceland, which scientists are giving warnings about, and they're linking it to climate
Get that
change.
shit off my
Also, it means
screen,
we're
bro.
probably gonna have another even hotter summer. Like, we're already suffering. Can we please stop? I
Bro,
remember the
it's
last
every
summer
year, bro.
economy is-
Every year it's the next hottest day, bro. Every year it gets hotter, bro. Like to the point, bro, we're gonna be freaking melting, bro. It's gonna be the sun.
10th president of Ireland. Scientists created serum that regrows hair in 20 days, meaning Turkey may go bankrupt and baldness may be cured soon. They conducted tests on lab mice for the serum, and their bald patches fully grew back after 20 days. The lead researcher himself tested it on his own leg hairs and had his
Shout
hair
out to
fully
the bald
regrow
people
after
out
3
there.
weeks. I can't wait in 2035 to buy my Tylenol hair growth pills and enlarging pills.
I'm
The
never
future's
gonna be
so
bald.
great. China enacts new laws
Never.
to require social media influencers to have degrees in subjects they talk about. In America, all we gotta do is ban podcasts and you fix about 90% of misinformation. It's mainly meant to target medical and financial advice. Although the way I think of it, wouldn't it be pretty easy for a scammer to go to school, get a degree, and then lie about things still? At that point, I assume they just execute them on the spot for lying. NVIDIA becomes
I'm
the
gonna be
first
honest, that's
company to
just
beat
too
worth
much
$5 trillion.
dedication.
And if you didn't pick it up,
School
about
is
a
a
couple
lot of
seconds ago in
dedication.
July, I just said it hit $4 trillion.
Just to troll?
If we're keeping it on track, by the end of next year, it'll probably be worth 10 trillion. Like, y'all gotta understand how insane it is to be worth 5 trillion. If NVIDIA was a country, it'd be the third
It's worth
largest
5
country in
trillion
GDP.
now?
I say f it, give them 10 trillion and cut their taxes and then tax them.
Yo,
more. Trump orders
NVIDIA.
nuclear weapons testing for the first time since 1992. I love my World War III threats. This always feels great. France makes it illegal for supermarkets to throw away edible food and instead have to donate it to food banks. The horror of charity. I know. Neo, the first household
Alright, that's
robot,
not bad.
officially
That's
releases
something
for
we
free
should
on
have
the
here,
US.
bro.
Its main functions is supposed to be helping you with house chores like washing dishes or folding clothes. Make sure to turn it off when you sleep, though. You don't want that freak potentially hopping on you at night. You can get it for a monthly price of $500 a month or $20,000 to own. And technically for now, it isn't fully automatic. There's going to be remote human operators controlling it. Doesn't that defeat the purpose, though, of automatic AI robot? It's still going to get sold out on first day release anyways. Jamaica gets hit with the strongest hurricane in its history, with winds of it being 185 miles per hour and causing over 100 deaths. Rest in peace to those that passed. It's wild how only 100 people died from 100.
Bro, I'm sorry, but that AI robot thing, bro. Yo, what if it becomes like a Joy Toy, bro? Like y'all, if you ever played Cyberpunk and you know about Joy Toy, you know. What if one day that joint releases, bro? I'm about to blow my whole money on that. Now I'm playing. I wouldn't do that. That's just weird, but you know. Hey, Elon Musk, if you're watching, that's a heavy investment to make.
85-mile-per-hour winds. Great job by the government for evacuating people and helping as many people as they could. For the first time since 1990, the Billboard Hot 100 Top 40 chart had 0 rap songs. With people saying this is the end of rap and it's getting the rock and roll treatment, nowadays no one's trying to be original and everyone's trying to get a hit on TikTok, so I'm not surprised. If only Ye didn't become Ye, he could have saved us for real. Prince Andrew gets stripped of his royal titles and kicked out of the royal mansion. Due to all the Epstein controversy, and you can never forget about clips like this.
We're staying at the house of a convicted sex offender.
It was a convenient place to stay.
That's all I need to know the dude's guilty. Memes of this month were things like I show Steve's face, White Rabbit,
That's a
Playing at
very
Rock, the
poor
Song,
choice
Hiker
of
Dog,
words,
and
bro.
Blue Collar SpongeBob. November 2020.
Convenient? What do you mean by convenient?
In Game 7, becoming the first team to win consecutively since the 2000s. China releases a new divorce law that stops spouses from taking the other person's property after divorce, meaning gold diggers shall no longer exist in China. They really are in the future. Dick Cheney, George Bush's former vice president, dies. Let's all give a moment of silence for him. Egypt's most expensive museum opens to the world, costing $1 billion, covering the history of the country and how it came to.
Alright, bro, that
ChatGPT
looks tough.
bans it from
That
being
looks
health, legal,
tough.
and financial advice. Probably because people were using ChatGPT to diagnose their actual illnesses and not going to the doctor. Every time ChatGPT releases an update, it shows us how lonely the world is because they have to update the app more and more to make it less parasocial. Zoran Mamdani becomes the mayor of New York City, becoming the youngest mayor in over a century to lead New York. America got so much aura that people around the world cared about this election that aren't affected by it. Denmark signs a law to ban kids 15.
Bro, you know how dumb people are? There was this video of this YouTuber who was going up to the streets of New York when he got elected, and he was saying, "Hey, mayor, I forgot his name, but the new mayor of New York, basically is gonna enforce a law where kids need to learn Arabic math or whatever the fuck, letters." And and the people who were interviewing were like Gen X or like old people, right? they were just overreacting. They're like, he's gonna make us start learning. What's next? We're gonna start learning Arabic. We're gonna start learning about Islam. Like, it's basically Islamophobic people, bro. Not knowing that we already learn Aramaic letter numbers. We already know. We already learned Arabic numbers. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's we already do that. Like we've been learning that since like the dawn of time, bro. It's just funny, bro. How uneducated people are, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, the media does not make it any better, bro. Cause people just get rage baited so easily, and they believe in misinformed information so easily without actually like doing research.
18 and under from using social media, with the reason being to protect children's mental health and well-being. Good luck to those kids. The horrors of touching grass will scare anyone in 2025. The US mints its final penny, ending its production for 232 years. The penny, despite being worth 1 cent, costed 3.5 cents to make, which lost the US Treasury millions. And no one really used the penny anyways, but it is sad to see her go. This would also be the second time Abraham Lincoln's head got taken out. Not the best luck for him. Jack Doherty gets arrested for blocking a road in Miami and also having drugs. This year had a lot of things people disagreed on, but we can all agree that this was a great sight to see. Tom Cruise receives his first ever Oscar, and a well overdue one. For a man that's been leading Hollywood for like 35 years, I would have told him to f off and asked him why now. LeGoat James becomes the NBA player with the
Wait, he hasn't won an Oscar till now?
Trump signs an official bill to release the Epstein files after months of scandal and fighting it to not be released. He caved after both political sides agreed to the Epstein Files Transparency Act and had no choice. I know his ass was pissed in that Oval Office. He was not expecting this in his presidency. If it does end his presidency, he's probably happy with how much he made in the time he was there. IShowSpeed won Streamer of the Year at the Esports Awards. A new study found that raccoons are in the early stages of self-domestication, meaning in the future it may be common for people to own pet raccoons. If I see one of y'all's pet raccoons stealing my food,
raccoons are so cute though.
I would love to own one of these though. Just look how
they look so cute.
Twitter/X rolls out one of the biggest social media updates, making accounts reveal the location they're posting from in order to combat bots. And nobody expected the scale of how bad the botting problem was. You had hella MAGA accounts being based in places like India or Nigeria. The DHS account being based in... This update proved that internet theory is real, and I feel most people knew that, because you'll never meet anyone as extreme on it or even close to it in real life. Well, it turns out it's because these don't even live here. The Indian call center scams and Nigerian print scams stopped working for old people, so the scammers got smart and became political grifters. Call them scammers, but they're smart and they know what makes them money in this climate. Scientists release a study that New York City is sinking and it may be at flood risk. It's going down on average 1 to 2 millimeters per year. It's understandable when you think of New York because without buildings, it's purely an island. I'm sure people in our century will be fine, but the next might randomly wake up and sink one day into the ground. The first anti-aging dog pills get funding from the FDA, meaning dogs could potentially live an extra year of their life. Memes of this month were things like We Are Charlie Kirk, Quarter Zips, AI Baby Laughing, and Cassius Thundercock.
I'm just gonna say this right now. I've been on the Quarter Zip wave long before this became a meme, like a trend. I'm just saying, but I like it. I just don't agree with the macho part, but hey. You take what you can take.
December 2025. RageBait gets named Oxford Word of the Year. Just so we can keep up historically with things, their 2024 Word of the Year was Brain Rot, and their 2023 Word of the Year was Riz. These are about to be our future CEOs and engineers, dog, we're cooked. The amount of RageBait this year was insane though. I say we replace it next year with positivity. Versace, the designer brand, gets bought out by Prada. Versace had a good run. It's not 2012 anymore, and people don't want to walk around looking like this. The co-founders bought out by Prada. RageBait this year was insane.
Versace was bought out by Prada?
Next year with positivity. Versace, the designer brand, gets bought out by Prada. Versace had a good run. It's not 2012 anymore, and people don't want to walk around looking like this. The co-founder of Couchy, one of the biggest betting websites in the world right now, becomes the youngest self-made female billionaire at 29. Mexico officially changes its work week from 48 hours to 40. I understand how Mexicans are so hardworking because they've been working 48-hour weeks up until now. 40 hours itself is still way too much in the big 25 coming up to 26. If I become president in the future, just know I'll do 30-hour work weeks. IshowSpeed gets
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, you're bro, it's crazy to, when you actually think about the whole rat race, that you're basically working 40 hours, bro. Most of your time is going back to a company that does not give a fuck about you, bro. Like, you spend more time with your coworkers than your family, bro. It's just crazy. Crazy to think.
Due to him going on stream with the robot and beating it up, apparently breaking it, I get a lawsuit. But $1 million? This couldn't be worth more than $15,000 to make. I hope he wins just off the bullshit number they're throwing. Activision announces they're no longer doing back-to-back releases of Call of Duty games. This was due to the last game release, Black Ops 7, being on by everyone universally.
What was this shit, bro?
So bad. It was released this year and is already on sale for $35. People have been saying instead of releasing a game every year, wait a couple of years, then release something crazy. Australia officially banned social media for people aged 16 and under. They released a list of what's banned and not banned, with the obvious culprits being banned, but weirdly enough, they left Discord to not be banned. If you wanted to protect kids, this should be the first one being banned. It shows you how older generations genuinely have zero knowledge on things with the youth and what happens. The ban is poorly implemented too because people have bypassed it with printing out pictures. The architects of AI get named as Times Person of the Year. Can't wait to see all these dudes go bankrupt when the AI bubble pops. Zootopia 2 becomes the fastest PG rated film to make $1 billion. John Cena officially retires, ending his legendary 3-year run. WWE might be cooked after this. Like, what does it have, Logan Paul? There's not a single soul there right now that can live up to this status. We salute you, Off King. The Oscars decides to move to YouTube starting in 2029. It's crazy seeing the tides change growing up and all the old media dying off and coming to social media. Okay, this time,
It actually happened.
the Epstein Files by law officially released on December 19th. And you'll be glad to know
That shit was edited like crazy. There was so many freaking blocks, bro. Shit censored, bro. It was so annoying.
that no official politicians were shown in it except Bill Clinton. Meaning Trump did nothing wrong, our politicians did nothing wrong, and we can all move on.
Talk about blacking out. I don't know if I can get a close-up of my phone. This is one of the documents that the Justice Department released. It's 100 pages.
Right.
This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see. It's all black. It's just 100 pages of redaction. That's the transparency we're getting here.
I don't even understand why they released it when this was going to be the result. They really rolled it out like how Cardi did I Am Music. We got pictures of Winnie the Pooh with it for some reason. More framing of Michael Jackson, who it's already proven by a victim he did nothing there. This man has been gone for 16 years and is still getting...
Bro, his name still gets butchered, bro. His name still gets butchered in the media, bro. Like, they still hate on him, bro. Hey, man, when you're the GOAT and you're the king of pop, bro, there's people gonna hate you even after your death. Decades after his death, he's still getting shit, bro. This man is innocent, bro. I'm just saying.
False allegation slander, crazy. They made a mistake though because they got Trump on
one line.
In a court case from 2020, it's explained that Epstein introduced a 14-year-old to Trump. He then elbowed him and said, "This is a good one, right?"
Where Trump then smiled and shaked his head in agreement.
A couple people in the government definitely getting killed over this one. I can almost guarantee some intern there completely forgot to take this out. There's no defense for a 60 or 70-year-old man to not know the age of a goddamn 14-year-old child. To me, the way it looks, either way he's if he says he didn't know her age, people will say, how can you not tell that's a child? And if he lies and says it's fake news, the most likely outcome, he'll look more guilty. According to one of the main politicians, Ro Khanna, who led the effort to release it, they only released 2.5 gigabytes out of 300 gigabytes.
Whoa.
Not even 3 or 4? How many people were involved in this? And the day after, they started removing the couple of photos that Trump was actually in the files on, which weren't even photos of him doing things with anyone. It was already public photos Epstein had with him. I can't fathom a US government being this incompetent and thinking people are this stupid. It's not the 70s. We got internet and social media where we see everything now. I hope we see more in the future, and all the people involved in this have to be picked up.
But you know what we need, bro? Times like this really makes me but makes me think that we really need, Watchdog, DedSec. We need an actual hacking group, hacktivist group like DedSec that can like hack into them and actually steal information from the FBI and post it for public viewing, bro. Because obviously, we already knew there would be some BS when they released the files. There would be so many things censored, so many things cut off, bro, and edited, bro.
I'm sure in the next year's timeline, I'll be covering the impeachment and arrest of the people who cover this up. Jake Paul fights Anthony Joshua, getting knocked out in the 6th round and getting...
Oh, this is a W. This is a W, bro.
Jake Paul doesn't fight a senior citizen or a random homeless man he found in the street. He gets completely clobbered and folded on the spot. To me, that's a perfect way to end off the year. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of 2025. Thank you to everyone that watched me this year. We're going for the milli for sure by next...
Hey, shout out to my boy over here, bro. I'm obviously subscribed already. But, hey, like and subscribe to me and let me know what y'all thought of the video, what y'all want me to react to next, and how was y'all 2025. Catch you in the next one. Peace. Nah, this is just awkward.